Good morning, students. Welcome to the class of number. I'm Ashish Shukla. Today, in this video, I talk about the number system. As you all know, the mathematics is nothing about but about numbers. Playing with the numbers, like we all know that the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that too, we all have studied in our previous classes. Can say the friends, the primary section. We all know about the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But moving to higher classes, we get to know that the numbers are different types: real number, rational number, fraction number, whole number, natural number. So in this class, we will study about all these type of numbers. Okay, let us start our chapter 1 of class 9 CBSE. One is a real number. Real number is further divided into two parts. First one is the rational number, and the second one is the irrational number. Number further divided into two parts: fraction and integers. Whereas integers again divided into two parts: it's negative integer and the whole number. Whole number again divided into two parts: zero and the natural number. Okay, and we will learn from the we will start our journey of learning from natural numbers, so that each concept of this number will clear, and I guarantee that there will be no doubt after the completion of the class regarding the concept of the numbers, which number belongs to which number, which category. Okay, let us move ahead. Is the natural number. What is the natural number? Natural numbers are a part of a number system which includes all positive integers from 1 to infinite, or rather we can say that the number we are using for the counting purpose. Okay, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, in terms of set theory, we used to donate it with the n, capital N. We what how to we used to donate with the help of capital N. Okay, and if we write in terms of the statement, how we will write? What will be the expression in terms of statement? N is equal to set of all numbers starting from 1. Okay, if we will talk about in terms of roster form, how it will be written? N is equal to, within the bracket, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 further, so on till the infinite. Okay, in terms of set builder form, how? N is equal to x, where x is belongs to x is an integer starting from 1. Means all the number which we use for the counting purpose are all the natural number. Like from where we used to count, from the 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all these numbers are the natural number. Okay. Now, if we will talk about the properties like the closure, associative, distributive, commutative, so this number are following this. These properties are being followed by the natural numbers, like the closure property. Closure property: a plus b is belongs to n. Okay, let us understand it by with the help of examples. Let us assume that a is equal to 7 and b is equal to 5. Then what was the first property addition? 1 plus a plus b is belongs to n. 7 plus 5 is equal to 12, which will be belonging to n. Okay. Now The second property will be the subtraction. A minus B is not belongs to n. Why it is written over here? Okay, you will say that, sir, in this term, A minus B is equal to 7 minus 5 is equal to 2, which belongs to n. But it will not be true in all cases. Okay, if we assume A is equal to 3 and B is equal to 5, then what happened? A minus B is equal to 3 minus 5 is equal to minus 2, which doesn't belongs to n. Therefore, it is written A minus B is not belongs to n, as it is not the universal truth. Like in this term, what value you will assume of the A and B, it always belongs to the n. But in this case, if if A is less than B, then the resultant will be in negative. Okay, and which never belongs to n. Right? Now, the second is a multiplication. Multiplication means A into B is belongs to n. The same 7 into 5 is equal to 35, which belongs to n. Okay. Now, come to the division. Division में A divided by B is equal to 7 divided by B, which will not be the whole number. It will be a fraction number which doesn't belongs to n. Okay, it is a our closure property. Now we will go ahead with again second property is a commutation property. What is the commutation property is in term for the addition, A plus B is equal to B plus A. The same example, if we will have 7 plus 5 is equal to 5 plus 7. This 12 is equal to 12. Mint is follows. Whereas in terms of subtraction, A minus B is never is equal to B minus A. How? 7 minus 5 is equal to 5 minus 7. This is plus 2 is not equal to minus 2. Then it never follows. In terms of multiplication, A into B is equal to B into A. 7 into 5 is equal to 5 into 7. Okay, this 35 is equal to 35. It means it follows the commutation law over the multiplication. Again, A divided by B, which is not is equal to B divided by A, whereas now putting the value 7 divided by 5 is equal to 5 divided by 7. It means 7 upon 5 is equal to 5 upon 7. This is not is equal to, means it is not following the rules of commutation over the division. Okay. The next is a associative property. What it says, A plus B plus C, A plus B within the bracket is equal to A plus within the bracket B plus C. Now let us assume the value of A is equal to 7, B is equal to 5, and C is equal to 4. What it's now by putting the value of A plus 5 plus 4 is equal to 7 plus 5 plus 4. As we all know the BODMAS rule, first we will solve the this bracket, means 12 plus 4 is equal to 7 plus 9. There will be 16 is equal to 16. Now, A minus B within the bracket minus C is equal to A minus within the bracket B minus C. By putting the value 7 minus 5 within the bracket minus 4 is equal to 7 minus 5 minus 4. 2 minus 4 is equal to 7 minus 1. This minus 2 is equal to 6. It is not following the rule of associative. Okay, now come to the multiplication and the division. What is will be the multiplication? A into B within the bracket into C is equal to A multiply B into C within the bracket 5 into 7 into 4 is equal to, sorry, 7 into 5 is equal to 7 into 5 into 4. What will be the 35 into 4 is equal to 7 into 20. We will multiply it. What will we get? 140 is equal to 140. Now we will talk about the over the division. Divided by B further divided by C is equal to A divided by B divided by C. By putting the value 5 divided by 4 is equal to 7 divided by 5 divided by 4. 7 upon 5 divided by 4 is equal to 7 divided by 5 upon 4. All we know, if we are going to change this division to multiplication, what will be the result? 7 by 5 into 1 upon 4 is equal to 7 into 4 upon 5. What will be the result? 7 upon 20, which is not is equal to 28 upon 5. It means it doesn't follow over the negate subtraction, doesn't follow over the division, follow only the over the multiplication and the division. Okay, now talk about the distributive property. What is the distributive property? Means A into B plus C is equal to AB plus AC. What we have assumed earlier, A is equal to 7, B is equal to 5, and C is equal to 4. 7 into 5 plus 4 is equal to 7 into 5 plus 7 into 4. 7 into 9 is equal to 35 plus 28. 63 and 63. Okay, now distributive over the subtraction. A into B minus C is equal to AB minus AC. 7 into 5 minus 4 is equal to 7 into 5 minus 7 into 4. 7 into 1 is equal to 35 minus, sorry, 28. What will be the result? 7 is equal to 7. Okay. Now, these all are the properties of the natural number. Means natural number only follow over the addition. In case of subtraction, it doesn't follow the A minus B, and A minus B is not equal to B minus A. Okay. Okay. Let us move ahead to the whole number. What are the whole number? The moment we include the zero to the natural number, it becomes the whole number. But if zero adjoins the natural number, then the collection is called the whole number. This new collection of numbers is denoted by the W. Okay, how we will retain only set numbers? Like in the number line. If we will talk about the number line, till here, this it is a natural number. The moment we include 0 with the natural number, means 0 plus natural number becomes whole number. Okay. In the same way, if we'll talk about the properties, then the same properties which is followed by the natural number are being followed by the whole number. Okay. For example, we can assume any can okay talk about the commutative property over the addition. What was the commutative property? A plus B is equal to B plus A. Now we can now assume the A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 1. then 0 plus 1 is equal to 1 plus 0 is with 1 is equal to 1. Okay. Now talk about the integers. Integers are the collection of the whole number and the negative of the natural number. Okay. The collection of numbers of which are known as the integers are denoted by the z. And how it will be written in the set theory? It's minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the over the number line, how it will be shown? Okay, this is 0. So this side, towards the right hand side, all the positive number will be written, and towards the negative side, all the negative number will be there, like minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. And one thing more, as far as you go from the 0, the number will be in the decreasing order. Okay, in the where inside of negative side, and in the positive side it will be plus 1, plus 2. The moment you will cover the distance to the right side, it will be the in the ascending order. Okay. Now talk about the property. Okay. Now as we all know that now the integers are including the negative number also. So what is the difference we will get in terms of the properties followed by the natural number and the integers? First one is the this. In case of natural number, a minus b is not belongs to n. Why? I have shown you earlier. Na? If a is greater than the b, then it belongs to n. But if b is greater than a, then it will not belongs to n. But in case of integer, a minus b or b minus a always belongs to integer. It doesn't matter whether the a is greater than b or a is less than b. Okay. Okay, we will have some examples of the properties also. Now we will talk from the closure property over the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and the division. Okay. Let us now assume a is equal to 9, b is equal to 10, c is equal to 7. What it says? A plus b belongs to z. Then 9 plus 10 belongs to z. It is becomes 19, which is belongs to, sorry, z. Okay, now talk about the a minus b. Is 9 minus 10 is equal to minus 1, which belongs to z but doesn't belongs to n. Therefore, a minus b is belongs to z, but a minus b never belongs to n. Okay, now same ways a into b will belongs to z. It doesn't matter okay, what will be the value of a. It's maybe the negative. Okay, we will have some negative numbers, minus 4 and b is equal to 5. Then minus 4 multiplied with 5, which belongs to, sorry, here we will be z. It's minus 20, which will belong to z. But in case of division, it will not belongs to z because it may come in the fraction form. And fraction never belongs to z. Okay. Now, now we will talk about the commutation property. Okay. In the same like natural number, there is no difference. A plus b, whether it belongs to natural number or the integer, a plus b is equal to b plus a. A minus b will never be equal to the b minus a. A into b is equal to b into a, and a divided by b is not equal to b divided by a. And come to the associative, the same as the natural number, and distributive also is the same as the your natural number. We will have some examples over. Can say distributive property, distributive over addition. Okay, so what is this? A into b plus c is equal to ab plus bc. Now we have to assume some value. A is equal to, we can say, minus 5. B is equal to 4, and C is equal to 3. Then minus 5, 4 plus 3 is equal to minus 5 into 4 plus minus 5 into 3. Minus 5 into 7 is equal to minus 20. Acha, okay. I think you all know that if we multiply the negative number with the positive number, the resultant will be the negative. If we multiply the positive number with the negative number, the resultant will be again negative. If we will multiply the negative into negative, then the multiplication will be positive. And if you multiply positive with positive, it will be the positive. Therefore, it minus 5 into plus 4, minus 5 into plus 4 is equal to minus ka 20. Then again, plus minus 5 plus 3 means minus ka 15. Here it will be the minus 35 is equal to minus 20 minus plus. What will the result? Minus 15. It will be minus 35 is equal to minus 30. Okay. Means it follows over the distributing. Now come to the second fraction. A numerical value or quantity which is not the whole number. Okay. Now, if we talk about this, let me have this. This portion is, what will we say about this portion? Just hold on. This complete circle, if we will say that complete circle, the value of omega is 1. So what will be the value of the portion which it will be the 1 upon 4. It is a fraction. If we will talk about the, if we will take 2 part, then what will it will become? 2 upon 4. Okay. If we will take 3 part, we include the 3, then it will become 3 upon 4. Okay. Like in this case, if we have divided the circle in 5 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then what will be? If we will talk only the one part, if we will take the one part, it will be the 1 upon 5. If we will take 2 part, it will be 2 upon 5. If we will take 3 part, then it 3 will be 5. In the same case, if we will divide the whole circle in the 6 part, what will be there? 1 upon 6. If we will take one part, if we have taken the 2 part, it will be 2 upon 6. If we have taken the 3 part, then 3 upon 6. Okay. These are known as the fraction numbers. Now, the rational number, important that that numbers can be written in terms of the ratio of integers. Rational number are denoted by the Q. That the P and Q are the two integers where Q is not equal to 0. P and Q don't have the co-prime numbers. Sorry, some mistake over here. P and Q are, it will not be there. P and Q are co-prime numbers. Okay. I think you all know in the co-prime number, what are the co-prime numbers? The numbers which are having the common factor, which don't have the common factor other than the 1. Okay. Like 2, 3, 3, 7, 2, 11. What is the common factor between them? 1. Between them, 1. Between them, 1. So co-prime numbers are the numbers, those who have only one common factor, 1. Okay. Now, if we will talk about rational number can be defined as any number which can be represented in form of P and Q. Okay, which can be represented in the form of P and Q, where the Q is not is equal to 0. And for any fraction, It fits under the category of rational number where the denomination and the numerator are the integers and the denomination is not equal to 0. It is the definition. Where the rational number is divided, the result will be in a decimal form, which either will be the terminating and the recurring decimal. We have talked about the in terms of fraction. Okay. Now, if we have given some of decimal form, then let us have some. Okay, have a blank, right? Okay. In terms of if we will talking about the decimal number, then how we will identify if like 1.5, the fraction of the 1.5 will be the rational number. Fraction of 1.33333, it is known as the terminating decimal. It is known as the non-terminating recurring decimal. Okay, it will also be the your rational number. But if we will have like 1 2 3 4 5 8 9 0 3, then it is a non-recurring and non-terminating one. I will explain you later in terms of under the heading of decimal. Okay. Now, okay, if we will talk about in some term of like pie chart, no, can't say the pie chart. Yes. Okay. Let this is a natural number. Okay. The moment we include the zero, it will become whole number. Okay. And the moment we include the negative part of the natural number, then it becomes z. Okay. And the moment we include the rational number, means q. Okay. Then it becomes the real number. Okay. Now talk about some of the properties in the same way we have learned in commutative property of addition. Okay, let us assume that m plus n, we can assume any thing, is equal to n plus m. Okay, where n belongs to what will be the symbol? It will be q. Now, let m maybe anything. 7 plus 9 is equal to 9 plus 7. Here it will be 16 is equal to 16, which belongs to q. Same way it always follows, m into n is equal to n into m. 7 into 9 is equal to 9 into 7 is equal to 63 into 63. Okay. Now come to the distributive property, associative property of addition over addition. M plus n within the bracket plus r is equal to m plus n plus r. Okay. And over the multiplication, m into n within the bracket r is equal to m into within the bracket n into r. Okay. We can put the any value and we will get the answer. Okay. It follows the rule of associative property and the distributive property. Again, if we will talk about the distributive, what is this? M n plus r is equal to mn plus mr. hours. Again, you can put any value. Say 7 into 5 minus 4 is equal to 7 into 5 minus 7 into 4. Okay, the 7 into 1 is equal to 35 minus 28. 7 is equal to 7. Okay, now the new property which we are going to check is the identity. Identity 1. Then the 0 is the additive identity. Means if you will add anything to the 0, will resultant will be the that number you have added into the 0. And 1 is the identity of multiplication. If you anything multiplied with the number 1, it will be result the number which you have multiplied with the 1. Okay. Now let us come to irrational number. Irrational number means the number which are not the rational. Irrational number cannot be present in the ratio of integers with the no common factors. Okay, means the co-prime numbers, and it is a real number that cannot be expressed in the terms of ratio of integers, and it will not having the common factors, and then real number. Real numbers are the simply the combination of the rational number and irrational number in the number system. In general, all the arithmetic operations can be performed on these numbers and they can be represented in the number line. Okay. Okay. Let us have some revision. Okay. Let us, we have a bowl in which I having the number from 1, 2, 3, 4 that is till now. The moment only we have only the counting numbers, it will be the natural number only. Okay, someone brings the 0 and give it to the, okay, then it will now it will not be the, it will become the whole number. And the moment you will add the negative numbers, it will become integer. How the integer is being represented? It is z. Okay. Or let us have some questions also. Okay, questions will be solved in the next. First, we will learn about the concept about of the chapter 1. Then we will solve the questions. Now, come to the decimal. There are how many type of decimal numbers? There are two types of decimal numbers. One is a terminating, where the remainder becomes 0, means you can't further divide it. Like, for example, if you will talk about uh, 5, means 2 2s are 4, remainder 1, decimal 0, 5, 10, and 0. Okay. Here is no further division is permitted. Now, if you will talk about the terminating one, is if you divide 10 by 3, then 3 3s are 9, then 1 decimal, again 0, 3 3s are 9. Oh, sorry, I have written 3 3s are 3. Now it will become 1. It will never be the terminating one. Okay. Non-terminating means there will be the remainder will never be the 0. Okay. And in the case of terminating, there will be the remainder will be 0. If the remainder is 0, there is no further need to talk about this terminating one. Now, if you will talk about the non-terminating, where the remainder will not be the 0, again it is being further divided into the two parts. First one is a recurring repeating, and the second one is a non-recurring repeating. Recurring repeating, what will be the answer of your division? It will be like we have seen 3.3333. Okay, it will be the answer like 2.17171717. Okay, now if we will talk about the non-repeating, non-recurring means we have, if we will divide 22 by 7, means what is this? This is a value of pi. Okay, it is the value of pi is non-recurring and non-repeating, non-terminating, sorry. Okay, okay. Uh, Now I think that all the topics is being clear to you, and in next class we will solve the questions of the chapter 1. And before solving the questions, we will learn about the concept, how to solve that questions. Okay, friends. Now, thanks and enjoy.